that Ryan Fitzpatrick is not happy about finding out the way he got fired. Joe Shedd could have got hacked. That's what it almost feels like at this point if you start reading through these tweets. Joe Shedd, or maybe not, or maybe this actually is what Ryan Fitzpatrick is saying. Yeah. But this is wild coming from Ryan Fitzpatrick because none of us knew how this was going to go with the Tua becoming the starter of a team that's on a 2-game winning streak and feels like they're playing well after beating the New York Jets 24-0 or whatever, with Kyle Van Noy coming on this show and me asking him about Tua and him saying it's all about Fitzmagic. And then he said something about like Tua's good, he's all that and stuff down the road, but this is about Fitzmagic after the big Fitzpatrick W on Thursday Night Football against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then obviously they keep it going. Now it is being reported by Joe Shedd that Ryan Fitzpatrick says he was shocked. It caught him off guard. It was a hard thing for me to hear and digest. My heart hurt all day. Oh. Would Ryan Fitzpatrick say that? Would Ryan Fitzpatrick then say, Ryan Fitzpatrick found out when Brian Flores told him in the coaching office? Ryan Fitzpatrick, was this it? Was that my last game as an NFL starter? He's wondering to himself. Next tweet, Ryan Fitzpatrick says to Joe Shedd, I was fully invested. Other than Buffalo, this was really the first time I felt this was my team. It keeps going. I got fired today and was in Zoom with the guy that fired me and in a room with the guy that replaced me, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Then another tweet. Ryan Fitzpatrick's sons found out from a text message from their friend. Ryan Fitzpatrick then goes on to say, allegedly, this is a forever decision. This isn't like last year with Josh Rosen when he was sink or swim. Oh. Joe Shedd has put out a lot of tweets here that have rattled this office, and I assume a lot of places, because this isn't what we thought was going to happen with Ryan Fitzpatrick. We thought Ryan Fitzpatrick was going to be a guy that was like, yeah, it was my job to get him here. I'm thankful to be in this position. I've been around. I can share a lot of information with him. Now it's his team. I'm just going to sit back and be a backup here. That's what everybody thought was going to happen because of the human that we know. We know Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not as well as others, obviously, but we know Ryan Fitzpatrick. He stopped by our thing, was a great guy, incredibly nice to us, the things that have been said about him. But with Ryan Fitzpatrick playing great football in his, which by the way, winning games, Miami Dolphins don't win a lot of games here in recent history, winning games, not that far out of it in the AFC East. I think one game out of it in the AFC East at this point, or 2 games out of it in the AFC East. There's a lot of conversation. If this is what Ryan Fitzpatrick's actually saying right now, this is wild that this is happening. What's going on, Gump?
This is very concerning if this is true.
Gumpy, Dolphins fan, is obviously distraught about what's going on because if Ryan Fitzpatrick is saying this, what's the locker room saying about this? That Kyle Van Noy's already said that they love Ryan Fitzpatrick. What do you got, Dick?
So Adam Beasley, who we get a lot of Dolphins news from too, he tweeted, what an honest, uncomfortable, sad 10 minutes we just got with Ryan Fitzpatrick. He truly is a real one. So it seems like it was like a conference call with reporters.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Hey, this is a pretty big deal here. Now, I don't want to dive into the drama of things too much. You know, this isn't really our gig. We don't like negativity, but whenever the guy that everybody loves, it feels like everybody loves Ryan Fitzpatrick, comes out in the locker room, at least with the people we talked to down in Miami and in Buffalo and in the Jets and in every other organization he was in, Tennessee Titans, I believe, and the Rams, everywhere he's been, everybody's like, oh, Ryan Fitz is the guy. Fitzmagic is the guy. He's the guy. Deshaun Jackson loved him. I mean, he's the one who gave him the entire fit or whatever. It's a very interesting that this is happening and being reported about because Ryan Fitzmagic knows, with his years of being around, that this message is going to get sent through the locker room and to Tua probably. And I would assume he feels much like how people thought Aaron Rodgers should feel and probably does feel, like this isn't Tua's fault. This isn't anything like that. But to find out about it, and we learned this morning that Brian Flores said that he felt bad that he couldn't tell the team before it was leaked out publicly, which is a behind closed doors situation that Flores has going on that I assume Tony Dungy told us he is going to be looking for whoever leaked that information and trying to get them out of the building as fast as possible. We'll say after talking to Tom Pelissaro yesterday, Tom Pelissaro knows who the leak is. Because Tom Pelissaro talked to him. He told us that the source I have over there said that Flores said that it's just time for this. So there is a leak in Miami. That got out. Ryan Fitzpatrick was probably like, you're benching me. You don't even tell me. And I have to learn about it on Twitter. And now my kids are learning about it from their friends. And I thought this was my team. You got Kyle Van Noy echoing that sentiment. They're winning games. The AFC East is open. And here we are. See you later. No more Ryan Fitzmagic. That's tough for the Miami Dolphins fan base that just as of 2 hours ago were screaming from the rooftops how excited they were about how everything was going in Miami. What's going on, Nick?
Look, it's sad. They're just saving the guy from himself. Ike Taylor said it yesterday. We all know he's going to play 8 games. He's going to give you 8 games. He's going to play great. And then the cliff's going to fall off.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't you say it.
He was the guy
He gave his
waving
all.
to
He's
on
going
the
out on
field.
top.
You know, he's been the most supportive. But I think that's why Flores is so pissed, because it got leaked out this way.
I think
and Fitzy deserves better than that.
And I would assume Fitzy, that is what he's most mad about, is that they didn't tell him before everybody else found out, which is why Flores is probably trying to go ahead and burn whoever got it and get that rat out of our fucking building. We don't need it. But this is a wild development. I did not see it going this way. I did not. Fitzmagic's been in the NFL for how long? 13, 14 years?
Longer. 17.
Yeah.
He knows very, very much that what he just did with these messages, this is going to be a conversation piece now in the locker room with the coaches and everything like that. And maybe he does ask for a trade at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe Fitz says, get me the fuck out of here. I would like to go somewhere. If you guys are going to disrespect me like this, I'd like to be traded, which, by the way, would not be in the Fitzmagic brand that you would think about. He's a guy who's willing to take any job, right? He's been around. He's played for a lot of teams where he was just a stopgap guy between picks or whatever. We're not going to pay you as much as most quarterbacks get paid, obviously. We're not going to give you as many weapons as people would normally give their quarterback. You're kind of here. This is your. He said it. He's been on like 8 teams at this point. Only other team that he felt like it was his team was Buffalo. He said, this is a wild development. This is awesome for us, terrible for Fitz. But this is going to be fun to watch how this unfolds down in Miami, because it looked like they were potentially on the right path for the first time in a rather long time. I'm getting word in my ear that we have a recording of Ryan Fitzmagic talking in this thing, and allegedly there is some sorrow in our magical Fitz voice. Yeah, that's what I've been told. Oh.
My heart just hurt all day. Like it was heartbreaking for me.
Oh my God.
You know, and Flo kind of said what he said and said what he said to you guys as well. And that's the decision and the direction that the organization is going in. And obviously, you know, we've talked in the past, me and you guys, about, you know, how I'm the placeholder, and this eventually was going to happen no matter, it was just a matter of kind of when, not if. And it still just, it broke my heart yesterday. And, you know, it's a tough thing for me to hear and to now have to deal with, but you know, I'm going to do my best with it.
Oh my God.
How can they treat him like that?
Comp.
Despicable organization.
You guys broke him.
Unbelievable.
You guys fight.
You guys fucking broke him.
I hope you guys stink this year.
Stink.
Even more pressure on Tua now.
Oh my God, Tua's got no. Hey, Tua, by all accounts, good guy. Everybody, by all accounts, good guy. I think Fitz has even said good guy the whole thing. But now that Fitz has come out and said that he basically got his heart broken yesterday by the Dolphins, and he knew it was coming, but he didn't expect it to come how it came and when it came or whatever. I mean, there's people. I think there's a lot more people that love Fitz than love the Dolphins at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Including in the locker room. I mean, this is going to be an interesting thing. It's going to be like, how do they handle this? I'm pumped to watch it, but boy, that was disheartening to hear from our guy Fitz. But, by the way, he said, I'll deal with it now. This is something I have to deal with, but I will let you know that, yeah, yesterday was a tough day. Gumpy. Oh, my God. Is this the curse? Is this the
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you break
it
a
is.
Magic Man's heart, he
my
will curse
God,
your
this is
entire
a curse,
organization.
dude.
Tom Pelissaro didn't have to break it. I mean,
Oh, that's who we're going to blame.
Yeah, fuck that guy. You're right.
It looks like
God.
Tua's on the Zoom
I still
right
don't
now.
think Fitzy would be happy with
Right
the,
after that,
decision.
Tua's on now.
Tua is on a press conference right now.
Yeah.
If we can figure out how to get in there, and I don't know if they broadcast those live or not, we should try to check in on that.